Hello, my name is McKenna. I'm a small business owner in the Pacific Northwest. I own and run the small business Palm Creative, and I like to do weekly studio vlogs and market vlogs, and when I can get to it, small business additional content. Welcome to another week in my life. Welcome to the studio, and welcome to the last studio vlog of 2024. Let's get into it. Making big business decisions like this feels really daunting and very scary. Yes, you heard that last studio vlog of 2024. If you don't know, I love Notion. Hello friends, happy Monday. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm McKenna. I run a small business and I like to take you guys along with me for the ups and downs, the real sad moments, the real good moments, everything in between. And yeah, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. I'm here. Let's do it. We're back in the studio for our last, yes, you heard that, last studio vlog of 2024. I really wanted to take a little break, and though the break is literally not that long and it will feel like I'm gonna be right back, it's not gonna feel too long, I promise. I will be doing other videos as well and figuring out how to post them during this break. I will probably still be working during this break because if you're new here, you don't know this, but if you're returning, I'm a workaholic and I have a problem. But I love my shop so much. I love creating things, and I love interacting with you all. So it's gonna be hard to take a break, but I am excited to have at least even a couple days of just nothing, doing what I want to do that's not related to business. And I am turning the shop website off, which feels really scary, but I think it is necessary for my mental health. I kind of just want to take a breather and not be so focused just for the holidays, and then I'll be right back at it. We do have some other videos I want to be making. Oh my gosh, Lavender's here. She's being a needy little weenie as usual. You sit down? Oh my god. She just was like, oh. You guys, come on. She's so extra. Anyway, I have some other videos I want to be filming during this time too, and I probably will be posting them, you know, during this little break. So I don't even know if there's really going to be a break on YouTube. It's just going to be studio vlogs. I just won't have a lot of content to film, and I also just kind of want to give myself that break. It's going to feel like so weird because I've been filming pretty much every day for this entire year. We started the channel like early February. I think I started filming technically in late January. So it's almost been an entire year of studio vlogs, and it feels insane to even say that. I can't believe I've kept this consistency. I know my posting dates aren't great, and that's something I will be doing better at. But anyway, we had our best market of the entire year, and I am on cloud 9. I can't believe how amazing the Spokane community was, and showing up and just returning customers, the amount of you guys that showed up and recognized me from other events in town and was like, oh, I have this shirt, and it's just such a fun, it's just such a, I don't even know how to explain the feeling. If you sell things and you start hearing things in public, it's one thing to see things online, it definitely still matters and it definitely feels still genuine to me, but someone saying to your face that they wear your shirt all the time and they just love it and they love your business and everything you do, and that the shop is their whole vibe, is just I'm already weepy. I just couldn't believe it. I literally could not believe how many sweet people showed up, and new people that found my shop. We had some comments even on Instagram already being like, I can't believe I found your shop, yay, and I'm just it feels so good. And yeah, sales wise, we sold, profit wise, we made about over half of what we made for the entire 5-6 days of pig out at this one day event. So literally the best way to end 2024 markets. This year I dubbed the year of the markets as far as my business, and it really was something I was prioritizing. And wow, what a time. What a time. It's definitely been that. It's definitely feels weird not to be thinking about market prep this week. Like already I was like, what if I get into like wait off of a wait list? What do I do? Like I thought about that on Saturday. I'm like, I still have a couple more waitlisted ones, and I'm like, can you imagine if someone was like, hey, show up? And I'm like, oh, just kidding, my last market is this. I don't know if I would want to, if I'm being honest. Like this was such a high note that I just don't know if I want to like even do anything else. But anyway, yeah, this is our last studio vlog of 2024. It feels sad and surreal and exciting. Obviously we'll be back for 2025. There's not at the moment any huge changes happening as far as my content and everything. I am going to be making changes to just increase and do better at things, and that's really it. I just want to take this time to kind of like really focus on what I want the shop to be next year. Because of how these markets and how busy I've been, it's so hard to even like sit down and think about anything else besides like my to-do list. And so that's also kind of why I wanted a little break, is to really center myself, figure out if I want to do like move forward with a shop rebrand, really think if I want to be doing things differently, if I want to be focusing on things, renaming things. There's gonna be a website refresh at some point. I don't know if it's gonna be right away when I start over, but start the year. Anyway, that's kind of where we're at. Okay, making sure I wasn't getting any crazy messages. But yeah, today we have to pack some orders, so I'm gonna start getting things ready for that. And then we'll keep chatting and we'll talk about the rest of the week. But I think we should just jump into the tasks at hand, which is packing orders. This morning I already sent out my emails to my market lists, like people sending up for mailing lists. I sent out an email that this is the last week to order until the new year. So it's the last week for people to get their orders in, because I need to take a break. So the site will be shutting down on Sunday. It's gonna be taking a little nap. But I'm gonna get the office kind of cleaned up and get things reset, and then we are going to pack some orders together, and these could potentially be the last orders of the year. Who knows? I don't know, maybe people aren't shopping the rest of the week. But I'm so excited. Let's just get into the last week of 2024 in the studio, the pink studio. Oh boy, let's get into the week. Okay, so I started on orders. My battery on my cameras are both very dead. So we're gonna try to do as many as we can before I need to recharge. I'm like trying to charge them as quickly as possible. Our first orders, we have 4 Etsy orders, and technically there's 3 open orders on Shopify, but 2 of them are going to be going to one person, and I'm just combining. I already confirmed with them. So Etsy orders though, 2 people, separate orders, got the Pro Row in pink, and so I've already done one of them, and now we're gonna do the other. I don't know why the sun has to come out right now. Like, girl, it's supposed to be raining all week, and I'm like, I don't believe you for a gosh dang second. You're gonna stay out. Okay, so where's my things? Our sticker pack. Next, I have a customer buy the 20, this is like the venti size, it's like 22 to 24 ounce coffee sleeve. Okay, so my last couple open orders, I have the couple on Shopify, which I need to do, and then this other Etsy order is for some coffee sleeves, but not coffee sleeves, car coasters, but I feel like I need to make new ones. I think we ran out of that design at this market, and this order came in after we had already left. So I'm going to, and it was just like I couldn't pull from inventory. I'm gonna get the printer going, I think, and then we're gonna press some. I need to restock them anyway, so I'll just restock that specific one. It's the Lavender Twilight one, which always is like one of our best sellers. And then the other orders are book lover mystery gift boxes, and so I need to pull things for that. So I think next I'm going to grab our decor bin, pull out all the inventory, the stickers, bookmarks, everything, restock what I have in the shop, and then I can pull for these orders, because I'm just kind of like, I want to make sure I have everything, but those few were really fast. Now we have other things we have to accomplish. Classic me fashion, I got distracted. So I did pack a mystery box, and now I'm packing this last order, which is our 2000th order. Well, I guess I still have the Etsy order, but it's gonna get done. And then yeah, this one's gonna go out. I'm trying to figure out how to film this because I do want to film it for the 2000s order, but I also don't want to share, like, I'm combining this order, so I'm trying to figure out how to film this. They technically were two different orders for the same customer, because that's how nice my customers are. Like, I cannot believe that. Like, that was insane to me. So anyway, I am trying to get that done. Let's get this guy here. Okay. So yeah, this order has a couple things, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. And I also like don't want to share their mystery box because I am trying to avoid sharing too much of stuff so people are still surprised. So I guess I'll just fake the order a bit. They ordered, let me grab their, hold on, I have two here. Okay, so one of the orders is for an Evergreen band book t-shirt and the small business candle set. And then the other one is for the mystery book lover gift box set with an additional bookmark, the Evergreen band book lover, which I hope, did I pull one already? Because now I'm a little worried I have to make bookmarks. Shoot. Did we sell out at the market? I think we did. Well, that's a bummer. I guess I do have to make stuff for this one. I was like, I don't have to make anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to print off green because we're completely out of the green one. It's so popular. Weird. I swear I pulled one aside, but I guess I didn't. Anyway, I'm gonna get this stuff kind of all together and then we will look at it, hopefully finished if I remember to film. That is the problem. swear that this might be our last stack of orders that goes out this year. I honestly don't know what to anticipate as far as orders this week. I kind of am just expecting not a lot, which is totally okay at this point. I'm just kind of like, you know, anticipating that. I'm almost done with orders though. I am making the car coasters right now, the lavender twilight ones. I'm gonna do a set of 3, but I wanted to test and make sure these colors come out right, because I did just change the ink and like up all the levels. So I just want to make sure everything looks good before I do all of them. I usually, if like colors are a little off, I usually sell them in person, since you can see them and like they don't know, you know, if you're in person you kind of can be like, okay, this might be like a little more faded. Like I sold some of the Pacific Northwest ones that printed out blue a couple weeks ago, and like, I mean, no one knew that I like originally it's supposed to be a green design, and so that's kind of what I do when I have slight color variations, because like online obviously the pictures, you want it to be as true to the picture as possible. Anyway, that's just kind of my little tip if you have some like slight miscolorations with any of your products, because in person people can make those judgments and decide. Like I had a green one and a blue one out, and like someone liked the blue better, so, of the Pacific Northwest one. So this is heating up to do the pressing, and then after that I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I should edit. I just filmed the packing the 2000th order. We have our little baby stack. I'm gonna have these go out today. I think I'm gonna check in with Eli and see if he's working today, but if he's able to drop these off, if he has enough time. If not, I'm gonna go do it because I need these to go out. I don't know how I'm gonna get them over to the post office. I think I have a big enough bag where I can carry the packages. It's mostly just the boxes that makes it kind of hard, because like if I just had like small mailers, I usually can just go quickly. So that's kind of the sitch. But if not, I'm gonna go take them. So we might go on a little journey together. I don't know. But I feel like I should take a lunch break soon. I don't even know what we have here, because like we've been back and forth so much, but I do feel like I need to take a little break. I'm feeling a little worn out. I've been posting a lot on Instagram today and just trying to push through. I feel like I'm feeling the needing a break. This week definitely will be that week. I think that's going to be a shorter vlog unless something wild happens. Because I really don't have like a ton of to-dos. I do think I want to figure out some organization things in here, because everything is kind of a mess and I want to start the year off in a better state than what I am currently in. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of do hope some more of the mystery boxes sell. I have some banned book ones left, and like if I don't sell them, it's fine. I'll just unbox them and then put them, you know, the products back on the shelves. But they're so cute. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, let's go ahead and press these. Perfect. These came out exactly how they're supposed to. So I'll make the other ones just so they have some restocks, because we're pretty much out. And these are our best-selling ones. Oh. So cute. Hello friends. So orders are all packed and headed out. I have the worst cluster headaches right now. Like I thought it was a migraine, and then I'm like, oh. And then I googled these symptoms that I have. Like I have cluster headaches, I guess. But I was googling because I was just like, I feel like this isn't a migraine, but I've been getting them so much, and like all the symptoms are cluster headaches. So I'm like, oh. I don't know, I get headaches a lot, but I feel like for the last like almost 2 years I've been getting these, and I'm just so over them. And it's like, I've gone in before for like an MRI and like they never find anything, but Google did it for me. But now I'm just like trying to recover because I just don't feel good. All I want to do is like go take a nap. super annoying. It's starting to feel better, but still, like, it's just not cute. It's not fun. Anywho, that's what is up right now. I'm trying to figure out my next move. This is the first week in a very, very, very long time that I don't even know what to do with myself, because there's just like, there's no markets. There's really no, like, there's no launch happening. There's no big thing happening except like just getting through this week. I definitely think this afternoon, as soon as my headache's like a little bit better, one, I still need to edit a lot of content and all that, but I'm gonna like kind of write out a huge to-do list of everything that I want to accomplish in the next couple weeks, even with my downtime, and we'll talk about that. And I have content I want to shoot, not today, but I'm gonna like write out my scripts and like what I want to do. I think I'm finally gonna do my Q&A video. It's all the things I need to do. I'm just like, whoa. It just feels very odd that it's like the end of the year already. I'm feeling very strange about it. So much has happened, and it's just such a crazy time to really like reflect on everything. So at the moment I am thinking I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even know what to do with myself. This feels so strange. Because I really like my main goals for the day was like get all open orders completed, and then send out my emails, do, you know, all the things that I needed to do that were kind of like the back end things. And now I'm just kind of sitting here like, there's no like urgent task. I do really want to figure out the office space, getting stuff organized. I don't know if I'll get to cleaning it today as much as I want to, but I do want to like get through things and like make everything look nice and figure out the game plan as far as that goes. And then I think starting to map out my goals for next year, as well as looking up markets. That's pretty much what this week is going to be. It is going to be a lot different than we've been having, obviously, because it's been like 2-hour vlogs of like non-stop work, and this week is more of a like take it a little bit slower, figuring out what's going to be the priority, what we need to focus on, and yeah, like wrap up the year. I really want to make I think I might make a vision board as far as what I want for this coming year. I'm trying to decide if I want to do one that's like a mixture of small business stuff and my personal life, or if I want to do one that's for personal versus one that's small business. So we'll see. I started making a Pinterest. I usually make Pinterest boards for each year, and I have them like on private, but that's kind of what I like to do. I like having a nice vision board, and then I make a goals list. I make like a personal goals versus business goals, and I want to really utilize different things to like do better about it this year. Obviously I've made my goals, so that's great. I still have to reach 5,000 followers on Instagram for like my mega following goal, which I did not think I would even get close to, because I never make my follower goals, so shocked. But anyway, that's kind of on the docket for the week. We're also gonna just try to maybe talk about some new products I have in mind, and just kind of figure out where the business is going. Like, I'm so excited for this time. Like, it's gonna feel strange at first, I think, because I've been so busy that I'm probably gonna have a few moments of like panic, being like, oh my gosh, I have so much, like, what am I doing? Like, this feels weird. But it will be okay. It'll all be good. Anyway, I think this is where I'm actually gonna wrap up for today, because this headache thing is just like not fun. And like filming wise, I know myself, and then like if I'm just gonna feel like this the rest of the day, it's not gonna be fun. I'd rather like get cozy on the couch, be on the computer, focus on things, and hopefully I'll have more to report tomorrow. But yeah, wild. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't believe it's like, it's our last Monday of 2024. Wow, getting the feels. Happy Tuesday, friends. So today started off kind of strange. We just had a lot of loud noises, a lot of neighborly annoyances, classic. And then we had someone park in our spot again, making our day difficult, so it was just very annoying. But wild turn of, not really turn of events, but just like wild times. I had multiple emails today already wanting me to fill out applications for markets next year, and now I'm feeling big stressed about figuring out my year. I definitely was hoping for a couple days of like, I would still be doing things, but just kind of not having to think about everything that I have to do. And like these emails came in, and it's for some markets that I did last year, as well as some that I've been considering doing next year. Or I guess this year I'm already like thinking it's 2025. Anyway, there's some markets that like were really big for us that we definitely want to try to do again if we can get in. And so I'm feeling like a little overwhelmed that I have to already deep dive into my market schedule. I know a lot of people have already started applying and like planning out their year, and that's great. I just haven't had a chance to even like think about how I want to do things, because this year was definitely like the year of the markets and they did really well, and so that's making me go like, so is every year of the markets? There's just a lot to figure out, a lot to like consider. And it's also kind of difficult because I'm like, well, if I'm going to do a rebrand or anything, I kind of need to know that now, so then I can apply for these markets. So it's just like with more stress that I just wanted, literally, it's Tuesday right now. I've only had like a day really between things, and I'm just like, can I just have, like, the world just keeps turning and we keep having to like think about things, and I'm like, I really just want a few days of not having to like think about my future. So anyway, I'm just feeling like, it's a lot. I did edit a video for Instagram and TikTok today, so that went up, and I might post another one later. We'll see. I am hoping I still reach my 5K follower goal. We're almost at 4,600, so I'm like, I feel like it might be doable if I really like focus on social media, but we'll see. And then I need to edit still like the vlogs and stuff. We haven't had a chance because Eli's been working and he's off early from work, and so he'll probably edit that for me today, do the rough cut, and then I'll go in tomorrow morning and do that. So that's really what's been going on today. But yeah, I don't really know what the day's gonna entail. It just is a very strange week. It feels honestly like the beginning of the vlogs last year, where it was just kind of like me being like, here we are. I do really want to do a huge clean and revamp in here. It's hopefully gonna happen this week, because I do really want to like do that. If not, I will probably do a separate video of like before and afters of the studio. I just need to think about how to rework this space if I can. It's just so much going on, you guys. It's so much. But yeah, like, look at this, is empty. This is unused space at the moment. Apparel needs to be gone through for inventory. There's like a lot of things to do, but I definitely am feeling like, oof, I'm exhausted. And also I just want to work on like next year's launches, and I want to have like a really good plan for how I want to do stuff. But yeah. Okay friends, so I just got back. We decided to go shopping a little bit, just like to 2 places, and it really wasn't that shopping. We went to Crossroads and I looked at some cute clothes. I had some store credit. I got a cute sweater, very exciting. And then we went to Elliott Bay Books, which is my favorite place to go. I love going to Elliott Bay. So we went there. I did a little bit of looking, and I saw Quicksilver in paperback, and I could not believe it was like in a store, since when I read it, it was just like no one knows about it, and it's pretty quiet still, but I'm so proud of that author. Like, she literally self-published and then immediately got picked up and now has like a deal with Netflix. She's killing it. And I loved Quicksilver, and I was gonna buy the paperback, but I kind of want like a special copy, so I'm trying to decide if I want to do that or just go buy the book. But it was so exciting to see it like in store. How crazy. Anywho, while we were at Elliott Bay, there's also a coffee shop in there that has like the best coffee, and the vibes are always so good because you're like in a coffee shop, having in a bookstore, like in a coffee shop. It's just like so cute. Anyway, I made a huge list of, basically I'm trying to figure out my launches and how I want to do product launches next year, as well as like specifically the types of products I want to introduce. I made like a list of dream items that I want to have in the shop that I don't currently have. So not like expanding on certain products, like obviously like mugs, we already have mugs, but breaking it down into new product lines and kind of like in things that I want to maybe get ordered. I'd love to do like enamel pins at some point. That's been on my dream list for years. But anyway, I kind of thought it might be fun to look through the list together and chat about it really quick, and then talk a little bit about how I'm working through figuring out my product launches for next year. So let me go grab my notebook and then we will chat. So look at how cute. Oh, my big bow's up there too. I found this at Marshall's, or no, TJ Maxx, and it's just so adorable. But anyway, I made a huge list of dream products, and I didn't like go into specifically like the designs of everything, just like item lines. So like embroidered apparel, I would love to have hats and crew necks and tote bags. So that's kind of all new things that are going to be hopefully coming soon, since we have the machine now to do all these things. It's still a learning process, and if anyone has any, you know, resources for learning this specific machine, I would love that, or just in general with that. But I'm very excited to expand apparel and do it differently. I definitely am going to be kind of completely changing how I do apparel right now, because it is becoming really, really expensive to do apparel, and it's hard to keep everything in stock, especially when I want to make sure everyone's sizes are available. Right now we offer small through 4XL in t-shirt and extra small through 3XL in crew neck, as far as like what I can find. So it's really hard to keep that in stock, and also like it takes up a lot of space. So I'm just figuring out how I want to move forward. If anyone does apparel right now and they have any advice on keeping inventory and just like keeping things cost effective. Currently my transfer company has just been getting more and more expensive, and so that's kind of also why I was looking into switching to more like embroidered designs and being able to handle that on my end versus ordering all the time. We currently use Supercolor for all of my transfers, and it's just expensive. Like, I know I could switch to DTF transfers and it'd be a lot cheaper, but I love the quality of Supercolor since it is a screen print transfer. It's completely a different texture too. It just feels better to me. I don't have space to get into actual screen printing, and when I have looked up outsourcing these things, it's just not currently at this very moment cost effective for me, because then I'd be sitting on inventory and online sales are still iffy and it's hard to get things restocked. So that's where I'm at as far as that. And also like quantities that they require for you to buy are usually pretty high. So I'm in a transition phase of how can I do this effectively. I've ordered transfers. I've done DTF transfers. That used to be kind of like what I used to do as far as apparel in the very beginning last year, is when I started doing apparel. I also have used, what's it called? Transfer Express, I think, is another one I've used. And the quality's okay. Like, their quality's good, but they're also like, you can only really do one color and it gets really expensive to do more than that. So that's kind of why I don't do it that way, because at least with screen print transfers you can do pretty much any color, and it's a lot of colors, and it's a better quality than DTF. I have seen a lot of people have, and I don't think I can afford this right now, but hey, if it was gifted to me by a company, I would take it, is getting a DTF printer. I've seen a couple people have those, as well as a t-shirt, like an apparel printing machine, where they basically like, it adheres to it. It's so crazy. The stuff that's out there is insane. I don't have room for that right now either, but listen, if I had that, I feel like that would make life a little bit easier as far as the things that I want to do, but I also don't know if I want to learn another complicated machine. I feel like we have quite a few in the shop, and I don't know. I definitely would take it if it was offered, and I would learn it and I would have a great time, but buying that kind of machine right now feels a little scary, especially when I'm realizing I really need to upgrade my iPad soon, and I think I'm gonna try to trade in. I have two other iPads right now. I have a mini and an Air, but both are very old at this point and they're having issues, and the Apple Pencil's having issues, and I'd rather not keep putting, I don't know, I'd rather get a new one and get rid of the other ones. So that's where I'm at as far as tech. But anyway, that was like the first thing on my list. I really want to add magnetic bookmarks. I've had a lot of questions about it, and I did a lot of research, and then I just did not have time to follow through. I even have some of the materials to test these out and make them myself. I just, at the time when I was trying to do them, I did not have time to get fully into it. So that's been on my plan, because I know a lot of you have asked about that. As well as magnets. I thought that would be like a fun thing to add to the shop, that I could do also pretty much in-house, since I know I can cut that with the Cricut. We'll see if that's something I want to like dive into, but it is something that I feel like might be easier to do. But we'll see. It's also something I know that's not super expensive to have made. And then really the biggest thing that I was going to do this year and never got to is notepads and notebooks. I really wanted to have those items at all of these end of the year markets, and that I just never got to it. It was something that I just really wanted to put a lot of effort and time into, and then we had a lot of other things going on and a lot of other products that came to be. Like, I never thought I was going to do candles, and here we are. So notebooks and notepads, I want to do like a planner, a book club journal, like a small one, and then a book review journal I think would be cute. Checklists, notebooks, daily habits, and shopping lists. They're like all these ideas that I have and like designs I have in mind, but I just haven't had a chance to sit down. I'm really hoping, honestly, January is going to just be a really big design month. I have a lot of things on my plate already, which is good. I'm so happy about it, but I'm also like, oh my gosh, like, also all of these are just dream items. I'm not saying that I'm going to be making all of these. It's just like things that I've always like envisioned for the shop or wanted to add to the shop, and I just wanted it all out on paper. So that's kind of what I did at the coffee shop. Another thing, so I said enamel pins, and I was like buttons would be really fun. Enamel and acrylic keychains, so expanding my keychains, however, getting them like actually made, because right now we only do the hotel keychains, and though they do pretty well, some people don't really like having that big of a keychain, and I totally get it. And I feel like the enamel kinds are just so good, and I would love to expand that, and I'd probably get rid of some of my hotel keychains, or at least like not bring them to markets and they just be available online. So we'll see. I said magnets. I've thought about doing banners, and I don't know how to explain this better. Not like this, but kind of like this. Having designs that are like cute home decor is something I have thought about quite a bit, and doing like bookish ones I think would be so cute. And maybe doing some like location ones. That's been kind of on my brain for that. And then new Kindle and laptop sleeves. I've had so many questions about laptop sleeves now, especially in person. I've had a couple online, but in person people really are into it. I'm trying to figure out how I want to move forward with my Kindle sleeves. I do really enjoy the sewing aspect, and maybe if I plan out my launches differently, they will be something that's easier to accomplish, and I can put more love into and more attention to detail and improve the design. But I'm just having a hard time devoting that amount of time to hand sewing everything when I have so many other products. And so originally when I wanted to do Kindle and laptop sleeves and stuff, I wanted to outsource it and have them done, like get them printed with my designs, and them like have zippers, and they like look like professional ones you'd buy at any type of store. But it does lose the handmade aspect. But I still have been really wanting to have these be my designs, as far as like, is it fabric, is it printed? Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with that. I saw lights. I can't tell if Eli's home. Anyway, just listening to see if my neighbors are here. Let's keep going down the list. So that's something. Anyway, the Kindle and laptop sleeves, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with that. I know a lot of you really do enjoy the sewing part of the vlogs, and I do enjoy it. It's just it's a lot of work, and it is kind of expensive overall, like over time, like the amount of money that people are willing to spend on it versus my time and all the things to do. It's just not been worth it. It's also just like a very stressful process when I don't have a dedicated sewing space. Right now, we kind of, as you guys probably know from the previous vlogs, we have a lot of space issues. Specifically, this room is too small, and I need to figure out how to make it work better. but the living room is now kind of also my space, but I want to like have it better organized because it's a disaster. And we have the mega desk out there. There's so much going on, and I'm trying to figure out how to like make it cohesive and make sense. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with those. Sticker sheets I've always wanted to do, I just never have, because right now I do make all my stickers. I know a lot of people do make sticker sheets with their Cricut. I just personally have had a lot of issues when I've tried to do it, and I kind of like the idea of them being like kind of like a luster matte, and I feel like that's really hard to find printable luster matte, like really nice paper. As far as that kind of stuff. What are you doing? But if anyone has any good sticker recs, I use online labels for my stickers right now, and then I add a laminate adhesive to make them glossy and also super weatherproof. And I also already use like a waterproof paper. But I haven't found, like I don't like their glossy paper, which is why I do it the specific way I do it. I have a friend that keeps being like, you need to outsource your stickers, and I'm like, well, one day if we get to that point. It is one of my most time consuming things, but it also becomes one of the things that like gets the most profit made, since the paper and like everything else is pretty cheap. It's like kind of more of the profitable item, even though you have to sell more of them to make that money. So anyway, sticker sheets would be cool. Something, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. I don't know if it's still a thing that people are like into, but way back when I first saw like somebody hand making these, I thought, man, there should be a company that does this. And then I found the company, but it's sun catcher stickers. There's a company in California, and they literally were local to where I was at the time. Like I could have driven to their place to pick up stuff, and I just was really new to everything. I just started doing stickers. It was literally like 2020, 2021. People didn't have this in their shop, and now it's very oversaturated. Not saying it's a bad thing, but I don't know if people are really into the sticker sun catchers, but I always put it on my list thinking maybe I'll do it this year. This is like something I probably won't do, but I keep seeing hair clips and barrettes, and I was like, you know, hair accessories would be so cute. But that seems like probably not something I would do, but it's a cute idea. Bumper stickers are something I get a lot of questions about, so I've thought about it. Kindle grips, like the socket things. I have been trying to find where people have been getting them made. I have no idea. I'm having a hard time figuring out manufacturing in general. It's just a scary thing to jump into, especially when we have all these tariffs potentially happening. And I've only had one thing manufactured ever in the shop, and that's the coffee sleeves. What are you doing? I have a little parrot dog. And I did get a recommendation for a better, what are you doing? Oh my god. For a company to do them. The coffee sleeves, because that is something I do want to expand and add new designs. I'd love to add a lavender twilight one, because that is our best design. For mugs, I think it'd be cute. I think bows would be cute. I think bookish ones like the Hotties Cry or fictional characters as a coffee sleeve, so cute. Anyway, grips. I don't know where to get them made, but I think they'd be really cute. I really honestly want to just expand the Kindle cases too, since we had such a hard time doing them in the first place. So I don't know. Oh, Lavender's playing with her pig. You playing with your piggy? She's like, yes. Anywho, and I was thinking about bookmarks, bookmark and TBR jars. I thought that would be cute. Patches, and then finally working on getting things licensed for specific bookish items, because I've been talking about it for like a year. I had reached out to them, and I'm still in the process of figuring that out. So it's just like a lot. Those are kind of just some ideas. I know it's kind of like a long list, but and then of course obviously expanding other things I currently have in my shop. It's just, there's a lot to figure out, and I don't want to have too many things that it gets too complicated. But when it's like things that I'm outsourcing, and maybe considering doing more of those where I'm still designing everything, but I'm outsourcing because it's impossible to make, you know, as a business, I think it might be a little bit easier. Yeah, inventory wise, keeping track is a little different, but not having to hand make everything for these big events would be cool. Just like some things would be nice. I'm really just unsure how to move forward with some of these items that I currently have in the shop. I do think we're going to discontinue some some items and switch things up. But I'm also just trying to figure out if we're going to be niching down to bookish items or if we're going to keep this general, you know, I kind of make what I want when I want. It just seems though that all of my bookish items are my best sellers. They seem to get the most attention at markets and online. I went through and like looked at my sales for the year and like products sold, and pretty much all of our bookish items are our best sellers. And like some of our other ones are never selling, so it's just hard. It's hard to figure out what the right thing to do is. I know whatever I end up choosing is gonna be okay. It's just like making big business decisions like this feels really daunting and very like scary, because you don't want to obviously be like, oh, I have to like go back on it. Like I really wanted to change my name last year, and or like this last January, and I was like, no, and I didn't. And now like I regret I didn't change it then. But I don't know, it's just, there's so much that goes into running a business, and it feels also always like time sensitive. Like I was kind of like, oh, I'm going into this year, like I have a couple weeks to figure this out. But now with these markets that I have to apply to, I'm feeling very, very nervous and very like, I need to have this stuff figured out ASAP, because otherwise, what are we gonna do? Like I have to have a name for my business. I don't know. It's just, everything has just been so confusing. So I'm hoping to have some clarity, and maybe I might just like pretend I'm gonna switch things in my head and like do a little mock-up of like what things would be like and how different that would make the shop, and see if I feel good about it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that is kind of what was going on in my head today, and just kind of like mapping out. I also am really trying to figure out how I want to do launches. The last couple years, basically my goal was to always have something launching each month, which is really, really, really hard. Even if I was like, so this year specifically, we had some months we didn't. It was because we had multiples in other months. And then last year, I think I was able to pretty much launch something new every month, even if it was like a sticker or two. But I don't want to do that this year. Eli and I were talking about it, and I was just like, it is a lot of work to do launches, prepping photos, and I want to really have a better overall, like I want the quality to be better of things and really focus in. And sometimes like quantity is not as necessary, even though sometimes it does feel like people really want new things all the time. But I just can't keep up with that, and I want it to be a lot better this year. So I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna do like quarterly launches, or just kind of like make things, and then as things come in and as designs are put together, then put together launches, so it's less of a stress on me. But I do want to still have deadlines for myself, because I feel like if I don't, then things can like, time will pass and I'm like, what happened here? And I kind of like still like the idea of themes. So I love to know you guys if you have any ideas on how, or if you have any advice on how you do your launches, if themes are like what you guys like, or if you think just kind of putting new things out there, whatever they may be, is good, or just launching things as they come in. Like if I have a coffee sleeve launch, maybe I just launch those, and then we like, I don't know, I'm just having a hard time deciding how I want to break up launches. I feel like quarterly and then like adding in a couple here and there would be good, but also I'm like, I love adding new things to the shop, so it's really hard. Who knows? Who knows? I guess I should know, because it is my business. But anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. I talked a really long time, but I just wanted to like get that out there. Those are some ideas, and like there's a lot of other ideas out there that I haven't even like, those are even just like the new, completely new products I have never had in the shop. And then like me having a whole other list of products we currently have and I would be expanding. But yeah, that's the vibe for Tuesday. I think that's where I'll leave you today, because I talked so stinking much and there really wasn't anything physical that I was doing today. I am going to try to figure out tonight an idea of how I'm going to organize things, and hopefully maybe tomorrow we'll try to do that. We'll see. We'll see how adventurous I feel about jumping into a big project like that. I probably should, because my house is a mess and I'm really over it. I want my house clean for the holidays. Anyway, that's Tuesday. Hello friends, happy Wednesday. Welcome to the shop. Welcome to the studio today. Last night and yesterday, obviously I kind of explained my thought processes on things, and what I'm thinking about doing, there's a lot of things I want to have made and outsourced, but also a lot of things I still want to make, obviously handmade. And so also I'm not even like married to these ideas. It's just like thoughts and, you know, exploring ideas of things I want to see. Also, I didn't even talk about Eli found my glasses. They were at my mom's house, so they were like hidden under the bed. So now I can see, and I have my glasses back. I could see with my other ones, but still, they're not my primary glasses. Anywho, Wednesday. It's such a weird week because I definitely am feeling very like, oh my gosh, I feel like I have so much to do, and I'm like looking around and I'm like, but nothing's like due right now. It's like when you're like in school, you know, and you have like a deadline, but it's so far away that you're just kind of like, what? And that's what I feel like, where I'm like, it's about to be a holiday. Why am I so feeling so like, like this is, I feel like I have so much to do, but really I don't. I just have things that I personally am making goals to get done. That being said, I am really trying to figure out how to rework this space because it is not serving the way it needs. You know what I mean? I need to figure this out and I need to rearrange. So, that being said, what does that mean? We are most likely, most definitely, unless something really crazy happens the next couple weeks, staying in this apartment for at least another 6 months. And that means I need to really rearrange and figure out what to do about my space and how to make it work better for my business as well as just for me mentally, because right now it's not. It's real stressful and it's very clustered right now. We've also just been in a go for so long that I definitely haven't really thought about how to rearrange or how to change things just because of the amount of like, you know, there's so much to do. So I'm kind of looking around trying to figure out what will be our best bet in organizing, and it's definitely hard. I did just see that Mia with Blush Design Co. just posted a video of her redoing her office, and I'm like, maybe I should watch for some inspo, because I think at the moment, I get a lot of inspiration from friends and... Okay, hold on. Okay, anyway. My friend's gonna be here soon and we're gonna go on a little coffee walk. How funny. I was like literally thinking, I was like, I need more coffee. Oh my gosh, this is so blurry. I need some more coffee. Anyway, I think what I'm gonna focus on is making a game plan for the cleaning and changing the office space. I might make that a separate video if I'm being honest, because I feel like it'd be really good to do like a before and after and change the space. I haven't done a huge revamp of this space in quite a long time, like I think last year. And if you've been watching since the beginning of the vlogs, Couchgate was a huge thing. I mean, I'm making this more dramatic than it is, but we had a lot of debate on how to make this room work better, and a lot of people were against the couch that I'm sitting on right now, and I'm getting so nervous because it feels like it's almost time to make that change. The problem I'm having is obviously this is where the animals hang out, and they are very, very, very loving, but also very, very, very in my face all the time. So having the couch has been a huge deal because it's kept them happy while I work. However, it's not working anymore. So either I need to figure out how I can make it work in a different space in this room and maybe move all of this around is kind of what I'm thinking, and then figure out how I can have my desk out here. And that's kind of the trick, is I think I want to take the desk out of our, like the closet. Oh wait, I was showing you the door. The closet, because I'm having a hard time getting, it's just like feels too tight, and especially when there's animals. I just like, if my door was closed and it was just me, I feel like I'd feel okay, but there's a lot of other stuff and it's starting to just like pile with things. So it's just a lot of brain power I have to use to keep making this space work. I'm also going to be probably changing up out in the living room area how I want to do things, and maybe coming up with better storage solutions. Since I bought the Ivor for the markets, We've talked about maybe putting it in here while I'm not doing those markets. It does feel a little stressful though, because then I'm gonna have to be taking those ivers apart to be like, I don't know why this is so blurry, to like I'll have to take them out when I'm doing markets, and that feels maybe like a bad idea. So I don't know, but I also don't want to spend, you know, more and more money on these ivers, but maybe I can look up on like Marketplace and find some. But I do think it would be good to have another iver shelf, or even maybe moving one of these into the closet. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out better ways to make the space work, because it's what we can do right now and afford. I really hope next year either we get a new place that has enough space that I have like a dedicated area that's bigger than this. Like this room is really small. I think square footage wise, it's under 200 square feet, so it's like 100 and like, I don't know, we have to measure it again. It's not big. It might feel big sometimes, but it's really not. If I'm sitting here, I can not almost, I was like, I can kind of get close to the it is a little bit bigger than my previous office. Every space I've been in has been a little bit better. This has been our best space so far, but it is still so tiny, and it makes it really hard to do things in here. And so that's what I'm thinking. I think we need to kind of rearrange, and that's a big goal of mine this week, as well as cleaning up our apartment. It's a huge disaster. Like, let me just show you like in here right now. Guys, it's literally so embarrassing. So embarrassing. And then let me show you out really quick before I leave. The space, my like living room is a literal disaster. Like, it's so bad. Like, look at that mess. My poor little tree is covered in boxes, and it's just like a disaster right now. And I'm showing you because it's showing the reality of, one, living in an apartment and running a business, and two, just like the reality of running a business in general. Like, it's not always this beautiful glamorized, like, my studio looks so clean. And I've gotten a lot of comments from you guys being like, it's so refreshing to see a dirty space, and I'm like, that just means you're working hard. Like, the reason it's so messy is because I worked so stinking hard to get everything done for the last few markets, as well as through orders. So, and that's like, it is what it is. And like, this is a mess right now. There's nothing there. I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of what's on the agenda, figuring out this space, seeing if we need to go to IKEA. I am kind of thinking maybe we move this L shape somehow. I feel like when I did try to do that though, the couch was a problem. It's just, I know the answer is the couch, but I don't want it to be the answer. You know what I mean? I want it to work. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself together since my friend's gonna be here soon, and then we will be back in the space figuring it out. I am sad. Eli was trying to give me some quiet time to figure this space out. However, I can't say no to a coffee walk with my best friend. Like, how convenient. Anyway, we'll talk more about the space and maybe do a little cleaning and figuring out the game plan for this. Okay, so I have an idea on how to rearrange this room and potentially keep the couch. So, you know, you guys, I hate taking out the couch. It looks so cute in here, but you know, if it is what it is, that's what we gotta do. But to solve some issues, I think we're going to move, let me switch the camera around. I think we're going to divide these guys into two separate shelves. So right now it is combined. We have to go to IKEA and get another of the side pieces, so then these can be separated. And then one of them is going to move into the closet and the desk is going to come out. So I'm thinking this unfortunately has to stay where it is. It's just whenever I've moved it in this room, it never looks good because it's so big, and I just think this is the space it belongs. So this desk, my messy desk right now, is gonna come out here, which then also gives us another workspace besides just a computer space. It's gonna come here, I think, and then we're going to basically move all of this over here. This is gonna move over, so it's basically gonna be an L on this side, and then couch will move this way, I think. It's just very difficult to figure out if this is actually gonna make sense. Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, will it make sense? Oh, Taco's making us some biscuits. This space is always such a cluster. That's kind of my thoughts right now. I'm going to kind of play with it some more today and figure out if that's like actually what we're gonna do. We did just clean our whole living room area, so everything that was market related I organized, and it is downstairs. It is not organized downstairs, it was thrown down there. So at some point, maybe this week, I will venture to the dungeon and we will put on a warm jacket and go down there. There's no heat down there, so it's freezing. But yeah, like that's also another project, is figuring out our storage space situation and figuring out the best way to organize stuff. I'm also trying to figure out, I have quite a few blanks for old designs that I no longer sell or that are discontinuing, or I ordered samples for like a long time ago. This is like almost well, when did I start doing apparel? I guess 2 years of, a little over a year, not fully 2, a little over a year worth of samples and apparel. So I'm trying to figure out moving forward what I'm going to do with those things. I might keep some and maybe we'll come up with ideas. There is some though that I'm just like, I know I probably won't use these anymore, and so I'm trying to figure out what to do, if I should just make them like one-off items that we just have in mystery bags, like they'll be one of a kind with, you know, designs, or if I'll have them at markets as like kind of a fun, you know, fun thing that you can only find at a market. So that's something I'm trying to figure out, because I don't obviously want to just like donate them. I spent a lot of money on these blanks, and so I don't want to like just give them up, because there's nothing wrong with them. I just need to figure out how to move forward with them so we can clear space for more things. But I think having a shelf in the closet is going to be good. I do love having the shelves out here, but it's also just, I'm done. And it would be nice to like close the office or the closet door and have my desk out in the workspace. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to rearrange, but I do think ultimately the couch might have to go into the living room, and I don't particularly want it in there because it's gonna look kind of funky. But anyway, so I'm gonna keep figuring that out. Something else I was thinking is there's a lot of things that I think are going to move down into our storage space because they are discontinued things, or they're just things that I'm no longer frequently using. And, you know, if I have to go down and pick it out, it's fine. But specifically with our transfers over here, I mean, technically they're probably fine up here, but it's such a mess, and there's so many at this point that I kind of only want to keep the current designs that will be, you know, staying up here, and then everything else maybe will move downstairs and see, like I'll put them in a, hopefully like a weatherproof bag or whatever, make sure they're safe. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. There's just like a lot to figure out, and I want to make sure everything looks cute, because now I'm thinking, I'm like, will this all move over effectively or will it look silly? Because now I'm kind of worried it's gonna look silly. So hard to think. Unless I mean, I could keep the printer over here with my desk. I just wish my Bluetooth was working on my Cricut. Everything's very complicated. I don't know what's going on with my computer and Bluetooth still, because it seems like some items work perfectly fine and other items don't. So, and I keep thinking maybe it's the items, like Cricut specifically, but when I've looked it up, nothing comes up about it. And it used to work perfectly. I don't know, it just feels like since I moved into this specific space, a lot of Bluetooth items don't work with my stuff. I'm not sure why. Like my headphones still work and like certain items, but the new MUNBYN printer doesn't work on Bluetooth, but like my Epson printer does. I don't know. I'm like computer savvy, but not to that extent. I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of what we're focusing on. I also think I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to move forward with some thoughts about the business. This week is definitely just one of those weeks where I'm like overthinking and really trying to figure out the path, because I feel like I was really leaning towards switching a lot of stuff over to just bookish items, and then we had this market and it went so well that I'm just like, should I be doing that? Like, is that a risk? I don't know. Lavender's barking. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. But everything's kind of a mess and I want it to be clean. I'm also thinking there's some items that I'm like, maybe I should try to sell so we can like not have them anymore. There's just so many things in this space that's just, you know, years of things. Like my other Cricut, I'm like, do I really need 2 Cricuts? I haven't used the other Cricut in a long time, but it is nice to have the backup Cricut, if you know what I mean. So like, if this one fails me, I have one that I know does work. It's just been a long time since I've used it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna keep figuring this out, and if I have updates on this space and how I'm thinking, maybe I'll jump back in with that, but I don't know. It's just a lot of me talking in this vlog now I'm thinking about it. Oh boy, what a weird week. So right now I'm working on kind of cleaning up my Notion as well. I want to start the year off with like a clean, mostly clean slate as far as what my boards and everything and like my pages look like. And I was looking on their marketplace and they have a ton of amazing templates that people have made that I'm so excited about, because I feel like when I tried to make my own, I was having a hard time. Some of them I really do like that I made, but they're not like super aesthetic, and so someone has spent a lot of time doing this and I am so excited. If you don't know, I love Notion. This isn't sponsored. If they wanted to sponsor me, I would talk daily about them. But like, look how amazing this template is. Hold on. It's like anyway, it's hard to see, but I need to like redo all of my pages and really I like to have all my goals. So like right now I have a goal tracker. These are like separate from what I'm showing you, but through Notion, what I usually do, it basically replaced my Google Sheets because I just didn't want to do Google stuff anymore. I don't think Notion does anything with your data, but I know Google does, and so I just didn't want my stuff, and it was also really messy because obviously if I have a list of product ideas on one page and then I have to jump to my goals, it was just a lot of tabs. And it wasn't in one place. Like, even though it was on Google, it was just kind of hard to get to. Whereas Notion, like, you basically have a whole side of like your pages, they're kind of like tabs, but like different pages of your stuff. And so like this year I really use Notion, I would say every single day, and they have an app too, so I have that now on my phone, because we do track some inventory things on there, just like blanks and stuff that I wouldn't track through my Shopify. And so we have like a huge inventory of like blanks. I have it for like mugs and different things to kind of keep track. I want to be better about that this year and really figure out a better inventory way. But I also do have like a monthly and yearly goal tracker that I need to look more at. I think honestly by mid-year I have a hard time looking back at my goals. I just get a little anxious and then I'm like, I'm gonna focus on everything else. But I do have my weekly to-do list on there, so I always have like, you know, what I have planned for the week is where I sort everything out there. I have a social media calendar that I do want to use more this year. I did start out really good with it and then I kind of just fell off and was doing what I wanted to do. And then we have product launches, like a calendar built out with pages for each launch, and market schedule, which was a huge deal for me. I would say that was probably my favorite thing. Is I went through and basically any market I applied to, I would make sure I have the event name, the date, where it's going to be. I would tag it as indoor or outdoor so I knew if it needed a tent or not. I would have application due date, like especially ones that if I wasn't sure, like I'm gonna probably do the same thing coming up with all these markets coming next year. Basically just putting it down in case like I see it and I don't have time to apply, it's at least in a grid that I know, you know, to apply before a certain date. And so it helps a lot when you're trying to track a lot of different events at a time. I also always have the booth fee and when I paid it, so I just in my head already know, as well as applied date. So just to make sure I actually did it. I used to have a thing that said accepted, but like that doesn't really matter. So basically, here, let me just try to show this to you a little bit better. And this template I made myself. It's not super fancy, but it's been literally a lifesaver. So every single event I would put in here. Up here is all green because I would delete the events. I should have kept it in, but it kind of became depressing for me, so this is why I did it. But I used to have every event, even the ones I was waitlisted or not accepted to, in here, and I just didn't feel comfortable. I don't know, it just made me sad when I saw so many events that were like yellow or like red. And so as you see, these are all green. These were events I completed. I don't know, I mean, tracking wise, it's not like a huge deal. Like, I guess I remember when I get into events, so that's why I deleted them, because I was like, whatever. But I wanted to make sure I tracked everything I was actually in so I could look back and decide if I liked these events. So all the green ones are events I have participated in this year. And then the yellows were waitlists, and like as we get further down, you'll see ones that, like this one I never heard back from, obviously I didn't get in, so and then we have X's for the ones that I was straight up no's for. And then yeah, yellows were waitlists, so I did keep waitlists on here, and I kept some no's just to kind of track that. But I had like the location, the date of the event, you know, like here waitlisted, I would keep those on here, indoor, outdoor, and booth fees application, like when I applied. Anyway, I use Notion for literally everything, and so I really want to make it look cute this year. I think I want like a vision board page. I always make yearly vision boards on Pinterest, so I have a private like couple, I think we've done it for I've done it a couple years in a row through there specifically. Otherwise, I always make a vision board either on paper or in a journal. I always make a goals list, yearly personal goals, and then small business goals. I love making goals because it makes me feel so good when I complete them, and if I don't complete them, I know that there's something I want to complete, or there was a good reason why it didn't happen. So I feel like with goals and like, you know, dreams and goals, all those things you make, resolutions or whatever, it's honestly just like flexible to me. It's more like interesting to see what I was thinking in the beginning of the year and what mattered to me then versus now, and then seeing if that continued. Obviously things change, we're people, we change, and I think that's just like healthy. But anyway, I'm thinking maybe to make it a little easier on myself, I'm tempted to also still make like a physical vision board. That might be really fun to do, a little craft project, and hang it up in here. I think that'd be really fun. And then I want to have one that's like a board just so I can kind of like occasionally look at it, that has like my goals for the year, obviously, and then we'll have our drop page that will be like our everything else that we need to look at. But yeah, I pretty much use, and then I also like have like a ton of lists of just like product ideas. For every launch I made a page where I had inspos and like ideas, and then when those ideas weren't used for that specific launch, I'd put it into like a master list that basically, if I wanted to go and like find ideas that I wrote down, that's where I would put it. So Notion is great. I don't think I'm gonna jump into like designing it today, but I did want to like get an idea of how I want to use it this year. This coming year, I'm a big fan of Notion, and if you don't use it already, it is free, so I'm a big fan of Notion. So that's my update as far as what I'm doing right now. I'm like so all over the place, but I just got so excited to look at these new boards because they're just so pretty. Like some of these are just so cute, I can't. And if you use Notion, let me know because I am obsessed. Okay, I keep doing these updates and it's just so funny because I'm just like doing all this work, but you guys aren't seeing it. It's just a lot of computer stuff. Anyway, I was watching Catnip's recent video, and if you don't watch Catnip, what are you doing? Because that's literally so much inspiration, like all the time. Whenever I watch a Catnip video, I'm always just inspired. Anyway, she had posted, I guess it was about a week ago, about how she does her small business plans and like manifesting and talking about like your goals and stuff, and I was like, this is perfect. I just wanted to see, because I like how she usually lays it out in Notion, but now she has a new app that she's obsessed with, and I originally started using Notion because of catnip, and now I have a new thing, and I am going to still use Notion for a lot of stuff because I love it so much. However, the stuff that she's using it for is literally what I want to use it for, and so it's called Milanote, and I just made an account, so it's literally nothing right now, but you basically build out, let's see if it will, hold on. You basically build out like boards, and it's easier to make like vision board type things and having it more broken down. And I also really liked how Catnip was talking about planning things in quarters as far as like your launches and like breaking down your big goals. For me, I usually do monthly, but I noticed this year it was a lot harder to kind of keep track of things per quarter, and so I think I'm gonna maybe do that this year. Like, I'll make my big goals and then maybe we break them down. I'll probably still have monthly goals because that's who I am. I like being very organized with this stuff. And I think quarters though would be good as far as figuring out products. So let me show you what it looks like. So you make like this is my main board. It's so boring. Hers is so pretty. You should go watch it. But anyway, I made my 2025. And then we have these where I'm gonna have like to-dos, and then you can like basically build out more boards, lines, and like she had it where she had like vision boards, and basically like have your product launches in there. And that is something that I specifically was kind of having a hard time with Notion. I usually just had like a list of like my launch ideas, and then in Photoshop I usually built out a board of the products I was designing as well as just like the to-dos and everything, and that just kind of gets messy and it takes up a lot of storage. So I'm kind of thinking my main big goals and like my quarter breakdowns and my product plans will be in here. My weekly and like daily to-dos will be still in Notion. My market stuff will still be in Notion, my inventory, everything else will be in Notion. But I think as far as like my overarching goals, I'll probably still also have it in Notion because I like that. But anyway, I like this idea. It's gonna take me a lot of time to build it out, so we'll see when that will happen. I definitely want to like, I'm first gonna just sit down and write all these things down and then build them out. I just have a lot of ideas, and obviously we have to just decide. I really want to go into 2025 with kind of like a business plan as far as like what I want. This year really was, the business plan was markets. It was exploring new products. It was exploring what works, what doesn't, and just kind of having fun with it. And I want to go into this next year a little more intentionally, still have a lot of fun, still make a lot of last minute decisions because that's who I am. But I think it will be fun to kind of like really set goals, like marketing goals and product goals and all these things, just to see if I can keep to it. Because I definitely am, like, I was watching Cadmus video and I was like, oh my gosh, this is literally me. And I'll probably still do this throughout the year. I know I'm not to the point where she is. She's been doing it a very long time. And my business though is 5 years old. It is also still feeling like it's not because of a lot of things and reasons that we'll get into with another video. We'll do a debrief on, a breakdown and debrief on the business. But I am thinking I'm going to go into it very much intentionally with my launches. I'm going to go intentionally with specifically markets and stuff and figuring out what I want to be in and seeing how to increase online sales and wholesales. So there's just a lot of goals I need to figure out, and I really need to like look at what made me happy this year versus what like didn't. But anyway, so I'm really excited to use that, and shout out to Catnip for recommending that site, because now I'm like literally she influenced me on Notion, and now I've been influenced again. So she's just like MVP of running a business, and I love watching her content, so go watch her if you don't already. But anyway, I think that's where I'm gonna leave today. I know this is probably the most chatty vlog of my life, but I just feel like we're in that week of like things are happening. We're trying to figure things out. I definitely think I'm going to have to go to IKEA and buy things so we can make this room work, because it is something right now. It is a mess and I don't even know where to be at. Like, I'm like, I guess I could clean, but where's it gonna go? You know what I mean? Like, I need to plan. So anyway, that's where I'm at today, and then tomorrow we will see where we're at. I think I do want to like focus a little bit more on getting things a little more organized, but our living room is so clean now. It looks like a real room. I'll go show you guys before this is the end of the day, but it looks so good. Let me go show you. Hello and happy Thursday, my friends. So we're going to go run some errands as well as do a little bit of shopping. I'm very excited. We're gonna run to IKEA because I want to get the other side to this, because these are connected in the middle. So this one needs a new piece here. So we're gonna grab that, and then I can't remember, there's something else I was gonna grab at IKEA. Anyway, we're going to IKEA, and we're also gonna do some thrifting, which is exciting because I feel like I want to get some new clothes. I found a really cute sweater the other day at Crossroads, and so we're gonna go to like Value Village and the like huge Goodwill in Seattle and see if we can find some cute things. I just really want to like have a better style next year. I feel like I definitely leaned into comfort, but I love a comfort outfit. I just feel like I need to have a little more style, you know? I'm 30 now. I have to have a little style, which today I'll show off my outfit because I do feel pretty stylish today. This is Eli's blazer, by the way, so it is a little oversized. You know, I'm wearing a bodysuit. Look at me go. So anyway, we're doing that. And I'm gonna not wear Uggs today, so that's really a big improvement for me because I pretty much wear Uggs and a crew neck like every day. Anywho, I'm excited to go looking for things. I'm also just gonna see if there's other things I want for this little shop remodel. I don't really know like the direction I want to go as far as moving things around. Like, I had my plan last night. I'm hoping it sticks, but I also kind of want to get maybe a new lamp or something, because the lamp that we have in here, though cute, it's like a rainbow lamp. It doesn't really match. The other lamp matches perfectly. It's pink over there. So maybe we'll see if there's another lamp, or, you know, I just feel like this one, it doesn't really match the vibe anymore. I bought it quite a few years ago for many different spaces, and it's too primary colored for the vibes of the pastels that we know and love in the shop. And then, I don't know, we'll see where the day takes us. I'm gonna take you guys along with me. I think tomorrow, I mean, when we get back, I'm hoping to kind of organize and maybe get into some of this stuff and keep working on my many to-do lists that I have going. So far, we haven't had an order in the shop this week, which feels weird. I also still need to edit the vlog. I'm very behind in everything this week. I think it's just finally, like, it's literally that like last week before I'm really not doing as much, but I feel like this is probably going to be the theme of at least the next couple weeks of, you know, the shop's going to be off for a few weeks just to take a break. But it feels weird because I do want, you know, it'd be nice to have some more sales come through, but I don't know if people are just not, I don't think they're shopping right now because USPS and like shipping stops getting there for Christmas. So makes sense, and I think we'll be fine with that. I'm like, ugh, I'm so tired. It's been a long year. But anyway, let's go on a little adventure and hopefully find some things for the shop as well as cute clothes, I hope, and maybe some books. I mean, we're out of banned books pretty much. We have literally only two book types. Like, there's a couple books, but there's only like 2 titles within those. So, anywho, let me get myself together and we're gonna head out. Big Goodwill. Oh boy, we're going to IKEA again. Okay guys, so we got back and I found some cute things at the thrift store. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. Hold on. I found this Kate Spade backpack and I'm so excited about it. Like, so cute. And then I got some books. So that was exciting. We love a Value Village book. Honestly, I was shocked. So Happy Place was there. And then so was Glow. This is in the Plated Prisoner series that I've been like trying to finish for a long time. But that's the one I was on. Like, that's the one I was stuck on. However, we had a mishap with IKEA. I had pointed, and this is totally, it's fine. Like, I get it. It happens because IKEA's honestly overwhelming. We just went to the warehouse. Like, we didn't end up doing, like, going through the whole place because I was like, I know what I want. I don't need to go look around. But anyway, I pointed at the one we needed for the ivory shelf. And I had looked away and didn't really look at which one. I thought Eli saw which one I pointed at. And he didn't look. And so when we put it in the car, I was like, oh, this seems like longer than usual. And he's like, no, this is how it always is. And so I was like, okay. Y'all, it's the tallest one. It's so big. Like, it's so big. It's like ridiculous. So anyway, he has to go back to IKEA tomorrow. It's so tall. It's bigger than our door. So yeah, he was like, we can make this work. And I was like, no, we're gonna return it so I can get the one I actually need. So anyway, the ivory will not be changing today because that is like impossible. Look how vibey it looks back there. Taco's here with us too. Look at that sweetie. Anywho, so the office will not be changing, I guess. It's all good. It was mostly just funny. I was like staring at it like, what? And I was like, but I pointed, like I looked at the shelves. I was like, this is the one we need. Anyway, it happens. We put all the ivories right next to each other. So it's like 5 something. Today's been kind of a weird day. Like, we did all our shopping and looking around, and then I came home. So, hello, you wanna come up? Do you help? I don't believe you. You usually jump up. You're too tired. Look at our weenie dog. She's like, oh my gosh. Anywho. Lavi, you can jump. Don't lie to me. She's such a liar. Anyway, it's already like 5:30, so I'm trying to figure out what to even do with myself. I guess tomorrow I'll do my big like organizing and figuring things out. What a weird week. But you know, sometimes this is how businesses are, especially when it's like right before the holidays. We haven't had any other orders. I kind of need to figure out what I'm gonna post because I feel like, oh, why is there a dog like under me? What are you doing? Here. Wanna come here? You wanna be in the video? She's like, no, I wanna take a nap. There she is, getting under. She wanted under the blanket. You say hi, Taco? You handsome? Meow. You're fine. Chill out. He's like, nubbish. Oh no. Hold on. Anyway. I'm getting all these messages. I think I need to make a video or like a reel or something because I haven't posted anything today. And I have been kind of having a hard time. Look at this tail. Having a hard time with this week because I just don't know. I haven't had like a week like this in so long. Honestly, probably since September, where I had kind of like a week that was like this. And last year, it kind of was like this a lot in the beginning because I was really just doing computer stuff and figuring out. Originally I did a little rebrand of like the logo and did a fresh stuff, and now I'm already thinking about, you know, completely going in a different direction for things. So I think honestly the rest of the evening is going to be more research, figuring out things I want to do and move forward with, as well as taking it easy and just kind of figuring out what the next step is for the shop. And yeah, I mean, it's just kind of odd. Like, I feel strange because I'm like, I feel like I should be like really pushing it and like showing you guys all this stuff, but I'm like, you guys have seen, you've had hours and hours of content the last couple weeks. We've had 2-hour vlogs, and that seems pretty wild to me. I know this one's already gonna be long because I've been chatting a lot, but anyway, wow. What a time. What a time to be alive. But I think right now I want to be, like, I feel cute in my little outfit. You know, I'm wearing a bodysuit, how fun. But I definitely want to get cozy and honestly just be on the couch, curled up, working on my laptop, figuring things out, and really planning out the next couple launches and figuring out the year plan. I do really want to have like a quarterly plan, and hopefully I'll have like a better idea. I will be making a video talking about like my goals wrapped and everything for this year, what I plan for next year, and kind of the future of everything. They're gonna be like separate videos. I'd also love to know just how you guys are feeling about vlogs. Obviously that's been my main content this year. Originally I was planning on not doing vlogs every week, and then that became what it was, and I do love my vlogs and I will be doing them still, but I'd love to know if you like the continuous, like every week you guys get those kind of vlogs, or if you would like additional content that's more business focused, talking about markets. And you know, I try to put stuff in when I'm talking, but obviously it's like it's hard to like do that, and then people aren't able to use that as a resource. And I do want to become more, give out, you know, some advice of things that I've learned. I'm not an expert at all, but you know, I have been doing this for a bit and I do know things, and I know it is scary to start a business. So if there's things that you would like to see as additional content, let me know, because I'm going to make that a priority next year. I just have to figure out how I want to work it in with the vlogs, because the vlogs do take a lot of effort to do every single day, and I do love them, but I do need to figure out a better way for me to kind of like prioritize content. Anyway, this is Thursday, I guess. I feel bad that you don't have more. I was gonna do a whole thing in the office, and then I was like, what's the point, you know? It's like, we could take stuff apart, but then I'm like, is that really what we want to do? I don't know. It's also freezing in here. Anywho, this is Thursday. We'll see what we're up to tomorrow. Happy Friday, my friends. So here we are in the studio. I got up, not early, but I got up early enough where I just immediately jumped into working. And I just got the vlog done a little bit ago and then got ready for the day. It's now like, and it had just had lunch. So I've had like a whole morning already, and now it's lunchtime. And oh, the video exported. I've been waiting for it to officially be done. It takes so stinking long. So we're still in the little closet, which is not fun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of over, like, it's cute. And I do like that it kind of takes this like desk and puts it away. However, it also is kind of the worst, if I'm being honest. Also, this is such a high angle. I'm so sorry. Anywho, let me double check, make sure it's good before I close out this file. Oh my god, it's me. Vlogception. Okay, so that is good to go. 2 hours and 31 minutes for this vlog. That is honestly so crazy. So let me get this closed out and eject that. Oh my goodness. I also kind of like left my phone. Okay, anyway, let me go back to my spot. So the vlog is done. I can't upload it unfortunately in here because the upload speed takes 20 billion years because Wi-Fi is way slower back here. So I'll go plug that in after I'm done chatting with you all. So today I am going to take on some of this office stuff. I don't know if I'll do the full change about, but at least we'll get started on organizing all that stuff. I don't think we're gonna go to, I literally have this right here, the Issaquah shop today. I think maybe we'll go tomorrow, or they might be open on Monday too. But I'll make sure to vlog that and include this in the vlog so you guys can see my products in another little store. That's super exciting. I will say it's been kind of strange because they don't post a lot, and this is like a holiday market or holiday store that's only open from Thanksgiving to New Year's, and then it's only open on the weekends. So it's been kind of a strange thing because I feel like marketing wise hasn't been strong, but I know that the person running it also has another business, so, and I think it's another storefront, so it might just be too busy. And yeah, I'm a little sad because I did want to see like more content, but you know, we'll see, I guess. But it is almost Christmas and I haven't seen a ton of them posting much, so I don't know, whatever, you know, we do what we can. Eli went to IKEA. He got the new, you can kind of see it, shelf, so this guy can be completely separated. Okay, camera. I don't know what is going on with my camera, you guys. It's been having a hard time and I don't know why. I've had it barely a year. It's been very irritating and I'm like, I should have bought a different camera. But anyway, we live, we learn. Today is another one of those days where I'm like, what do I even vlog? Because the things that are on my agenda are kind of like, I don't know, are they really things I could do? I think we're gonna do a coffee walk, and I might see if Eli wants to like work at the coffee shop if there's seats. Sometimes there's no seating and that's when it's like kind of sucks because we walk all the way over and then you're like, can't work. But I really do need to sit down and make some big girl decisions on the shop, and that is kind of what I think I want to be focusing on today, as well as getting in here and starting to do stuff. I do want to make that a separate video of changing up the space. I'm also going to do it on Reels just to make some fun extra content, and I'm kind of excited because even though I'm taking a break, I'm still going to be working because it's me, but I will be taking some days of officially like not touching the shop and really trying to focus on things that are just fun, either reading or like playing The Sims, or even if I am, you know, drawing or something, just kind of like being creative, or maybe do some crafts that aren't related at all to the shop. I have like stuff to start punch needling. I got it like a year or two ago and I got it as a gift, and I've been wanting to do it just for fun. I don't think it'd be something I really offer in the shop unless like I got really into it, but I kind of just want to do it for fun and make like cute, I don't know if I'd want to do the coasters. I think more I'd want to make like cute little kind of like art pieces, you know, just for fun. So we'll see. I have that to like work on. I have some coloring books. Like I kind of just want to do stuff that's creative but not related to the shop. I also am realizing it is almost time to buy a new iPad. My iPad's been having a lot of problems. The pencil's been having a lot of problems, and it's just an older iPad. It's an iPod like Air. I don't even know what version it is. When did I buy it? I bought it when I still lived in the Valley, so it's at least a 5-year-old iPad. I think I got it around the time, when did I buy it? Anyway, it's been a long time, and it has some touch features that aren't great, and it's been acting up. The battery life on it is horrible. I will charge it and it will immediately die, and it makes it really hard to want to be creative on it and like draw, which is a problem since that's like a huge portion of my shop is drawing. And so I think I'm gonna look into seeing if I can trade in. I have 2 older iPads. There's a mini that I have and then that one, and something if I trade those in we can get a new one. And so I was looking at that. I don't think I can afford like the Pro version. I know a lot of people say that's like what you should get if you're doing this stuff, but like it's pretty expensive. So I was looking at the Airs and they have a 13-inch, and I'm like, that would be real nice. So that's on the agenda of research. There's just like a lot of things that I'm like, I have a lot to figure out with the shop. But I think for right now we're gonna go on a little coffee walk. It looks like it might rain though, which is a bummer, and see if maybe we can get some work done and like have a little, I'm gonna see if Eli is up for it, but I kind of want to have a little Palm Creative meeting and figure out plans for next year. I like to make sure I include him since a lot of times he is at my markets and having that conversation of like what we want the year to look like. And yeah, and then we'll be back here getting hopefully this room worked on, or at least working on my goals and shop plans. Like I'm really just wanting to get things figured out and at least have like a game plan. I feel like the one thing I don't like about taking breaks, and this is kind of something that happened to me in the beginning of the year, is there's no like schedule. So like I could stay up till 3 in the morning and then get up really late, and that's just like not good, because then you kind of get in that schedule. And I've been on a really good, like, I do go to bed kind of late and I do kind of get up early, but at least like I you know, sleeping in. I've been sleeping until 8 this whole week, and it's been like heavenly because I've been getting up at like 7 or 6:30 every day. So it has been nice, but I am staying up too late. So I need to figure out at least like a rough game plan for the rest of my little break, even if like it's not really a plan. It's just having ideas of what I want to do in like days we're doing it, because I feel like I keep getting up and I'm like, what do we do today? And I hate that. Like, it's just, I did that a lot last year in the beginning of the year, and I was like, this is a problem because then I don't get things done. Anywho, that is where I'm at today. And oh, I wanted to show you guys, this is so random, but at my last market, I bought a print for myself and one of my best friends that we've been friends for, a long time, like almost 15 years, I think. At least 15 years. And she came down and we were shopping together, and we both saw this print, and she got a green one and I got the pink one. And this is from Carly Fairbanks. She is an artist in Spokane, and her stuff is it's just so good. Like, look how cute. It like matches the room perfectly. So anyway, I need to figure out art pieces on the wall. Right now there's literally nothing up. I don't know what my problem is. I do this every time I move, where all my art prints don't get put up for so long, and I don't know why. Like, in our living room there's quite a bit, but I have a huge stack of prints that I've been buying to decorate, and I just have a hard time deciding where to put things. That's really my problem. And getting frames. Anywho, so I think that's what we're gonna do today. I know this is a very weird vlog this week, but you guys got like a 2 hour and 30 minutes last week, so I don't feel super bad because the last few weeks have been so long. It's gonna be weird not having these long markets. Anyway, I'm gonna get this. I need to also make the thumbnail for this video. I definitely am gonna be redoing all of my branding and stuff for YouTube coming up. And let me know if there's things like graphic wise you like to see more of. I want to get better at doing that. I just feel like I get a little anxious with graphics because if I don't have it like pre-prepped, it's a lot of work to like make all these graphics and then it's just a lot of work. So I do want to get better at it, but I do need to be more prepared in the future. But anyway, I'm gonna make that and then see where we're at, and then we might go on a little walk. It'll be fun. We're going on our coffee walk, and you guys get to come with us this time. Oh boy, Eli, are you excited?
Very excited.
Very excited. Never gets coffee, it's just me, but so excited. Hello friends, happy Saturday. So yesterday I ended up not filming anymore since when I got home. I started working on a mood board, basically figuring out my plan for potentially a rebrand and a rename of the shop. I've been talking about it for a while now, and I'm just trying to decide if it's the step I want to take, and so I'm kind of just putting together the idea. The shop in general wouldn't change much. Oh my gosh, look at her. Oh my gosh, am I getting a Luna blessing? Being blessed by a little Luna. Oh, cutie. Literally never get this blessing, so we're gonna take it. Anyway, I've been thinking about it for a while, and pretty much the shop in general would not change. The colors, the fun, the like bookish items, those things would be pretty much all the same. Some things I am thinking about doing is potentially going away with some of the products as far as like where the direction of the shop is gonna go. I'm just trying to decide if I'm gonna do a full bookish theme, like we're switching over to only book related things, or if we're going to keep the vibe. So I guess that is the change if I end up doing it, or if we're going to keep the vibe still of kind of a little bit of everything for everybody, but it's still all colorful and comes together and matches. So it's just hard to decide what I want to do. When I look at the numbers, our book items do sell the best. They're our best sellers, and they continue to bring customers back. Except I do know there's so many things in the shop that are also important. I get a lot of comments on my mental health stickers, and that's something I've been wanting to increase more of because it has started good conversations when I'm at markets and online. So yeah, I'm just having a hard time figuring out that, as well as like what the rebrand would really be. I think as far as like the designs and everything, pretty much that would be the same, but it is just hard to figure out the direction I want to go. So I started with a mood board. I started writing out some name changes and ideas that I've had, trying to figure that out. But yeah, it's just a lot to make decisions on. I just feel like the beginning of this shop versus where we are now has changed so much that the name has been something I've thought about for the last, like almost for the last 2 years that I've been thinking about changing. And so I don't know, but also it's such a big undertaking to do a full rebrand and change names and do all those things. And I'm a little nervous because I've built up a community now with this name, so it is very, it's a little spooky, but I know people do it all the time, so we'll see. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on and figuring out. I think today I want to try to get a good start on reorganizing this room and cleaning. It is a huge mess, so I'll have Eli help me take this guy apart to make them separate, and then I'll rearrange the room from there. I think it's just needing it, you know. I want a fresh start to the year, so that's what I'm thinking. Today is also the last day for orders. We haven't really had orders come through though since early in the week. I think it's just because of like shipping cutoffs and people not wanting, like everyone's ordering right now for Christmas obviously, so it's hard to you know, splurge on yourself, so it makes sense. But I don't know, I kind of was hoping for a couple more orders, but I don't even know what to post. Like I was trying to think about what do I want to really be posting right now to try to like get some orders. No idea, literally no idea. I don't know. I have so much to do as far as computer work, and I kind of want to get this office rearranged so I can have my desk out here so I can get a little bit more centered in working from out of my closet. I just feel like I don't want to work in there. It's so cramped and I feel claustrophobic, so it's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, the whole room needs a good dusting, a good vacuum, and a big organization change. There's so much stuff that I've kind of just like pushed off because I was so busy, and now we have so much to do. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. I'll definitely, I think, be doing that though in a different video that will be coming out soon, where you see a big before and after of the space, because I just feel like that would be a fun video to make. And anyway, oh my gosh, Luna's leaving me. She's mad that I woke her up from her nap. But anyway, this has been a weird vlog this week, I have to say, and I do still want to go to the Issaquah holiday shop at some point. I don't know if we'll go tomorrow or Monday, but hopefully. I don't know, I'm kind of nervous to go just because I'm like, what if they don't have my stuff out as much as I was thinking? I don't know, I just haven't seen enough posts about what it looks like inside, so I've been a little anxious, so we'll see. But yeah, basically we're gonna be doing some cleaning, a little bit you'll see here, but I think I'm gonna make it a big before and after video because I love a studio change and I'm just feeling like that would be kind of fun to film. So yeah, the vlog is very odd this week, but we'll get into a little bit of cleaning and then it'll probably be in a different video. I know, I'm the worst. Okay friends, so I spent the day getting this room completely changed, and you can watch the full renovation changeover in the other video I'm going to be posting, which is going to show basically the whole process. Right now we're in the middle of it, so I don't want to like spoil it too much, but lots has happened, lots has changed. The couch is no more. I mean, she's still in my possession, but she is not in this room. So the room feels really weird and there's still a lot to do. We're gonna build the other IKEA Ivor in the closet. Right now it is just kind of sitting in pieces because yeah, it just needs to get made. But as soon as that's done, I can put a ton of stuff away, and then I'm thinking about how I want to organize products and like inventory. I have some of it done, like stickers are done, and then like straws. I'm like looking at it right now. It's a little secret. And all that stuff. But I am trying to decide. So these bookmark holders can be drilled into the wall. They have anchors, or they have like, you know, things so you can hang them. It's technically a brochure holder, but I do it for bookmarks. So I'm wondering if I should do that so then I can put some on the wall and then have more on the table maybe. So we have more space for these, because right now we are already at the point of we have so many bookmarks, and I think we do need to get some more already, more holders. And then as far as the rest of the room, I'm still trying to figure out my workstations. It's going to be completely different in here. It's going to be pretty much 100% workspace and no longer loungy workspace because the couch is gone. It's in our living room. But now like the mega desk out there, mega desk part 2, because this is mega desk right here. Oh, that hasn't changed yet. It's a mess. It's out there, so technically it's still in like a workspace. It's just not in the office, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, it looks way different in here. That's all you're gonna get. That's all you're gonna get, because you have to watch the full video. But yeah, that's where we are for today. Feels very strange. We're trying to decide when we're gonna go to Issaquah to check out the pop-up shop that my stuff is in, because I do want to see it in person. So I might do that tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. This week has been very odd, and I feel strange that I didn't show you my whole thing today, but I think it deserved to be in its own video because this is a complete change, and I'm excited to decorate because I feel like I should, you know, make it a little different in here and add some things. I have a ton of like wall art. I have a diploma I could put up. We have so many things. So anyway, that's where we are for Saturday. Wow. Last week of shop stuff. Oh my goodness. This feels so odd. I feel weird I'm not gonna have you guys to talk to for like 2 weeks. What am I gonna do? Happy Sunday, friends. So the shop is officially closed for the holidays. I still technically need to do it online. So is it really closed? Yes, it is. And it's pouring rain today. We are going to head to Issaquah to go see the Issaquah holiday pop-up shop because I have a couple of my products in there and I want to just see them in person and take you guys along with me, and kind of like a fun end of the vlog season of Palm Creative on YouTube. So I'm very excited. It feels very strange. This vlog in general has not felt like my usual ones, and I definitely have felt a little strange about, I don't know, just like the feeling of things changing and trying to figure out what's next for the shop, as well as just making a huge change in here, which you guys will see in the video, don't worry. But yeah, we're gonna go do some looking around. We're also gonna go shopping a bit, which, you know, is fun. I do think it's gonna be busy today and I'll probably be a little overstimulated just because, you know, it's right before Christmas. Next week I definitely am like, I want to go, I haven't been to a mall in a long time, and I'm like, I kind of want to go buy some things for myself because I don't really buy things outside of the shop. So I think that would be fun. But I do want to see if I can find some things to decorate in here when we're out and about, as well as just having a great day, hopefully. Yeah, I think we should just go on out and have a great day. I'm very excited. It's gonna be weird. I'm a little nervous about going because I don't know how successful this shop has been that we're going to check out, so it'll be kind of fun to see what it looks like. I haven't seen anything really on social media either, so I think I might make a reel just to hopefully get some more people when I go check it out. It's open till New Year's, so it's last minute shopping as well as shopping after. But I think we should go head over to Issaquah and check it out. Okay friends, so I'm not going to do the rest of the cleaning in here today just because it's not in the cards. I think I should try to keep thinking about resting as much as it's really hard for me. I'm definitely a workaholic, so all I want to do is work. I am going to work on things, I think, tonight from my bed, being cozy, watching a movie. But yes, there's just a lot to accomplish, obviously, before the new year. However, I think this is where I'm going to leave you guys for the vlog. I don't even know. I feel so strange. This is the last vlog of 2024. This has been almost a full year. We'll get to celebrate the year vlogginess together in February, but I will be back as usual and I'll have some other videos. So honestly, it's probably not gonna feel like I'm taking a break to you because there's still gonna be content, but the vlogs will be paused for just a little bit because it is like my most heavy requirement in my day, and so I'm just gonna see how it feels to take a little break from that, get things done, and then when we come back in the new year, I'm also hoping to have things a little bit different with vlogs. There's just changes I want to make, and I am hoping a little bit of a break will help me get ready for those changes. So we're at least taking 2 weeks. We'll see. It might be a little bit longer, but I'll be back in January with our weekly, I think, unless weekly studio vlogs. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for such a beautiful year, from all the sweet comments, the orders, the notes with your orders, the follows on other social media. It means so much to me, and I am so grateful for this community we're building. We're over 2,500 subscribers now. That feels crazy to me. Like, I'm amazed, and it feels so surreal. So I'm excited to see though how next year grows and changes. I have a lot of ideas for this channel, and like there's things that I wanted to do this year that just didn't happen because of the schedule I had. So I'm excited to kind of plan things out, hopefully be a little more organized, hopefully maybe have a schedule, we'll see, and really just prioritize content because it's something I really enjoy and it's something I want to grow with you guys, and it seems like it's helpful, and that's the whole point, is that I'm one, sharing my life so other people don't feel so alone with things, as well as just kind of sharing the things that you might want to know. So if there's things specifically you guys want to see next year in the vlogs or additional content, tutorials, you know, anything really, if there's things that you've been kind of hoping I'd make, let me know, because that will be definitely helpful for me to figure out what kind of content you guys want to see. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for such a beautiful year. I hope you have a happy holidays, and I will see you all next time.